A daring team of scientists has endured the inhospitable conditions of the icy desert of Antarctica to recover 5 new meteorites, including a near 17-pound monster space rock. The team of scientists included Field Museum and the University of Chicago researcher Maria Valdez, who estimated that of the 45,000 meteorites recovered to date from the icy wasteland of Antarctica, only 100 or so have been as large as the largest member of this new haul, which weighs 16.7 pounds, 7.6 kilograms. Size doesn't necessarily matter when it comes to meteorites, and even tiny micrometeorites can be incredibly scientifically valuable, but of course, finding a big meteorite like this one is rare and really exciting, Valdez said in a statement. The team, which was led by Vincent de Bail, a planetary scientist at the Université Libre de Bruxelles, FNRSULB, in Belgium, was the first to explore new potential meteor sites that had been mapped using satellite imagery. Going on an adventure exploring unknown areas is exciting, but we also had to deal with the fact that the reality on the ground is much more difficult than the beauty of satellite images, de Bail said in the statement. The team planned their excursion for Antarctica's summer in late December, but temperatures in the region still hovered at around 14 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Celsius. Valdez said that at some points during the mission, Antarctica was actually warmer than Chicago, but the weather felt more extreme to the team because of days spent riding snowmobiles and trekking through ice fields and nights spent sleeping in tents. Antarctica is a tough place to work. For obvious reasons, it's bitterly cold, remote, and wild. However, it's one of the best places in the world to hunt for meteorites. That's partly because Antarctica is a desert, and its dry climate limits the degree of weathering the meteorites experience. On top of the dry conditions, the landscape is ideal for meteorite hunting. The black space rocks stand out clearly against snowy fields. Even when meteorites sink into the ice, the glacier's churning motion against the rock below helps re-expose the meteorites near the surface of the continent's blue ice fields. An international team of researchers who just got back from Antarctica can attest to the continent's meteorite hunter friendliness. They returned with 5 new meteorites, including one that weighs 16.7 pounds, 7.6 kilograms. Maria Valdez, a research scientist at the Field Museum and the University of Chicago, estimates that of the roughly 45,000 meteorites retrieved from Antarctica over the past century, only about 100 or so are this size or larger. Size doesn't necessarily matter when it comes to meteorites, and even tiny micrometeorites can be incredibly scientifically valuable, says Valdez, but of course, finding a big meteorite like this one is rare and really exciting. Valdez was one of 4 scientists on the mission, led by Vincent de Bail of the Université Libre de Bruxelles, FNRSULB. The research team was rounded out by Maria Schonbachler, ETH Zurich, and Ryoga Maeda, VUBULB. The researchers were the first to explore potential new meteorite sites mapped using satellite imagery by Veronica Tollener, a thesis student in glaciology at the ULB. Going on an adventure exploring unknown areas is exciting, says de Bail, but we also had to deal with the fact that the reality on the ground is much more difficult than the beauty of satellite images. Despite timing their trip for Antarctica's summertime in late December, temperatures hovered around 14 degrees Fahrenheit minus 10 degrees Celsius. Valdez notes that some days during their trip, it was actually colder in Chicago than it was in Antarctica, but spending days riding snowmobiles and trekking through ice fields and then sleeping in a tent made the Antarctic weather feel more extreme. The 5 meteorites recovered by the team will be analyzed at the Royal Belgian Institute of Natural Sciences. Meanwhile, sediment potentially containing tiny micrometeorites was divided among the researchers for study at their institutions. Valdez says she's eager to see what the analyses of the meteorites reveal, because studying meteorites helps us better understand our place in the universe. The bigger a sample size we have of meteorites, the better we can understand our solar system, and the better we can understand ourselves. Ani. One of the two polar ice caps on Earth, Antarctica is a desolate place known for its vast expanse of ice. The majority of the continent is covered in ice and snow, making it the coldest, windiest, and driest continent on Earth. The conditions are so harsh on this continent that it makes it so inhospitable that no permanent human settlements exist here. Only researchers who work in temporary research stations are stationed here. Despite being inhospitable, Antarctica is home to a wide variety of unique ecosystems. Diverse array of microorganisms also exist here, with most of them trapped in the ice, which is millions of years old. Now, scientists have uncovered another mystery in this icy land, one which could hold the key to Earth's formation. According to PTI, an international team of researchers have found 5 new meteorites during their reconnaissance mission in Antarctica, including one which weighs nearly 7.6 kilograms. These space rocks were found in a region known as Antarctica Blue Ice. The mission was meant to explore new areas of meteorite accumulation around the Belgian Princess Elizabeth Antarctica (PEA) station and lasted from December 11, 2022 to January 11. Maria Schoonbakler, a professor from the Department of Earth Sciences at ETH Zurich in Switzerland and part of the team that visited Antarctica, told PTI, meteorites are rocks fallen from space as a shooting star. Previously, 3 successful Belgian-Japanese missions to the Nansen Blue Ice Field near the Belgian station in Antarctica collected more than 600 meteorites. Using satellite images and GPS coordinates, the team set out to discover the potential of several areas of interest by searching them for meteorites. Antarctica is an ideal place to spot crashed meteorites as these objects can be spotted easily thanks to the land's unique icy conditions. According to Schoonbakler, the meteorite is made of chondrites, the oldest known rock material in the universe. It belongs to the oldest material that can be found on Earth and is similar to the building block of the Earth, she said.